What's trapping? And I'm Reggie Becton.
I'm Chris Felix, the director of Sadboy.
And this week on Sadboy Scenes Behind the Sadness, we're discussing episode 1.
Sadboy.
Join us, don't miss out.
I won't blink twice, I won't be fooled. I know you.
What's happening? I'm Reggie Becton, and this is the first time we're ever doing this. This is Sadboy Scenes Behind the Sadness. We are doing a behind-the-scenes commentary to discuss the film, episodic, audiovisual experience that we created called Sadboy. I'm joined here by Chris Felix, who directed, DP'd that episode or two, and has done all my visuals for like the last 2, maybe 3 years. So this is Chris Felix, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay.
Alright. Such a lukewarm, he's a lukewarm guy. Alright, Sadboy. Talk to us about how this project came to be.
So, I think it was based off a conversation. I feel like you already had this world kind of built out in your head, right? And then we've been shooting music videos for a while. So I think it was just a natural conversation that came up of, hey, I have this idea of creating this kind of television world or this world, right, based off this album. So I felt like it was a natural progression from us shooting these music videos and constantly being in communication of how we like to work with each other, how we like to create.
Yeah, I think that we talk all the time about how, like, had we not shot all those music videos and all those performances and things like that when we got to Sadboy, if we would have just met as on Sadboy, it would have been a much tougher battle or heavier load to carry with the project. I think the fact that we had chemistry, we knew each other how we create and things like that, it made it so easy to bring this project together in such short but long time, it felt like, you know? But I think, like, talk to me kind of how you approach this differently than like a music video we've shot in the past.
I guess before I answer that, I think going back to what you just said, I think, like, us working music videos, and I think that almost being going back to the natural progression of it all, where I think every time we work, we have this bigger picture of this kind of
trying to outdo
bigger
ourselves.
vision. Yeah, like every project we're always trying to outdo ourselves, and we're always trying to aim for something higher or better. So I think we're not necessarily leaving the music video space, right, or that kind of form, but we're challenging ourselves to, let's use actors, let's create a script, right? I think that was just a cool challenge that was placed and given to us.
No, it's a great thing to see how it all came together. But your approach, that's what he was going. Your approach versus music video versus Sadboy. What's their
approach?
How'd you prepare differently?
How did I prepare differently? I think it was similar in the sense of, okay, let's create these mood boards. Let's collect these images that we feel resonates with the music. And let's connect the dots as to what these images, how do we get from this scene to this scene? And let's connect those dots. Of course, hiring a writer, Ladarian, that was...
Shout out to Ladarian.
Yeah.
Amazing job writing the script for Sadboy.
Yes. I think using a writer was a lot different of a process. And I think it was a really cool process because now we have someone else that created this world on paper.
No, but I think that's important because I think maybe the process we took, because we're both such visual people first, we probably took an unorthodox process where, like, think about the mood boards and images. We kind of went through the process of, like, storyboarding images and framing and lighting and getting mood and all that first. And then we kind of had, like, this rough story, and we kind of, like, was like, all right, we have this storyboard, we have this feel, we have this mood, you know, we have these characters, we have this, we know we have point A, we want to get to point B, C, D, E. But, you know, like, being able to go to someone like Ladarian and be like, hey, this is what we're thinking, this is the world, this is the mood. Now we just need the speech, the dialogue, and him to take it. I know when we first both read the script, we both like, what the fuck? This is exactly what we wanted, you know?
And I think that process was really fun, too. We were at Thomas's house, and we were kind of just, like, we had it on TV displayed. Okay, this would be a cool idea. This would be cool. That was a really fun process. I think it was one of my favorite processes in creating the Sadboy world, because I think that's when it's just unlimited possibility of what this could be.
Yeah. what are some of your favorite moments of that episode, or some of your favorite memories of shooting that day?
I think it being the first day of shooting
Yes.
was just exciting, because that's the day that really showed us, oh, we're doing this. Like,
Yeah.
this is happening. This is happening. It was cool seeing everyone we've kind of been talking over the phone, through Zoom, individual meetings, to all be in one place, and yeah, just working together.
And how did you deal with, like, this was your first time dealing with actors?
Yeah.
And a multiple amount of actors. But also you like have these actors who are also, leading. You have me there as a creator. You have Ladarian there too as the writer.
Yeah.
Then you also have Nick there, executive producing. You have Thomas and Kelsey, Megan Egger producing. Then you also have this wardrobe section department helping. Like, how did you juggle all of these things? Then you have the restaurant owner. And I know, of course, the producer team helps you out, but still, you were kind of leading the fold.
I think when you have really good people that know what they're doing on your team and on your side, it makes everything a lot easier and better. And I think because we built that relationship with each other, like Kelsey, like Thomas, like Megan, like Edgar, I think it just makes things easier, because we've worked with each other. We know how we work with each other, and I think there's just like trust process to that.
How was it working with the actors?
With the actors, it was a little difficult at first, right? Because, like, okay, how do you direct? How do you direct actors? What information do you give them? What's the proper way of giving notes, right? These are questions that run through my head. But I think, like I said, coming from a place where we were using people that we knew, it made the process a lot easier to build that trust as well. Yeah.
What do you think the toughest aspect of, this whole experience was?
That episode specifically?
No, just in general, Sadboy.
I think making sure that the whole project worked as a whole, where each individual could live on its own, right, and carry its own weight, but as a whole, it kind of
still makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, and now, favorite episode. I know they haven't seen 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, but what has been your favorite episode? What is your favorite episode?
My favorite episode it's the combination of 3 and 4 at the club. Okay. I think those two are just...
Those episodes are just beautiful. Like, when you think of, like, to me, the quintessential beautifulness of those episodes to me are, like, the most vivid and, like, just most, like, gorgeous shots that we probably created in the Sadboy world.
And I think that was one of the days also that was just a little more, like, it was a little tougher due to certain circumstances, which we'll get to.
Which we shall get to.
Yeah.
I hated that day. Okay, and lastly, any last minute words?
Any last minute words
before we sign off?
Please watch episode 1. Next episode's next week, right?
Yes,
and,
1 a week.
We hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah, but before we go, this guy is like my right hand man when it comes to all things creative visuals. He doesn't big himself up enough, but he is truly the reason this is possible. He's the big reason why I'm Reggie Becton today, whatever that means to you. But yeah, so just thank you for always being there.
And like, I guess it's easy when
I don't need one. He just gotta accept his flowers.
Right.
So next week, thank you for joining us on Sadboy Scenes Behind the Sadness. This has been episode 1, and this is Chris Felix. And tune in next week for episode 2.
This is Reggie Becton. Yeah.